Let's get to my man, Uncle Bo, the great cop, and Mr. New York, as far as I'm concerned, the great Bo Dietl. Every Tuesday, he kills it. Bo, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good morning. I got one correction for you, my son. You're not the one that hates Mondami the most. I hate him. I go to sleep thinking about him. I wake up. Before we go into his bull crap, and I really mean it, Sid, the way you feel, I feel 10 times that way against this guy. And what you say, I feel too, my son. Okay. You know what? A lot of people moved out of New York State. I don't know if you ever went up with me up to the Lincoln Lounge up in Mount Vernon.
No, I never went there with you. No.
Okay, it was a great family-owned joint. These friends of ours, Michael Rossetti and his wife Carolyn, ran it. They moved to Virginia, to Richmond, Virginia. She listens to you religiously. It's her birthday today, and she loves you, Sid. I have to do a shout-out. They have it tuned in to WABC for your show every morning. Carolyn loves you, and I just had to tell you that, man.
Happy birthday, Carolyn. Thank you, sweetheart. We love you here, too. Thank you so much.
And you got the great Chris Maggio coming on very soon, and you were right. Why they cut him out, we don't know. Okay, we're going to get into some stuff now. All of a sudden, you're talking about this guy, Borough President Donovan Ritchie. Finally, somebody spoke out now about the DSA having mostly white members, affluent members. There's not really that many blacks and Hispanics in the DSA.
No. Well, but wait a second. It was kind of racist. I'm going to call him out for being racist, Donovan Richards, because they're not blacks and Hispanics, but there's certainly brown people. They're Muslims, a lot of them. That's brown people. That's not white people.
Okay, so you know what, we can argue about that, but there's certainly people with money. A lot of people with money are behind them, and the DSA. But you start to see some cracks when you got a guy like Donovan Richards, who I don't like, but starting to realize that the DSA isn't what it is. It's one thing, like I talk about it every week. It's communism, and that's it. Let's say it like it is. Maybe some of the Democrats can come to their common sense and realize the road we're going, and that's going to look at Hassan Piker, that scumbag. He was in front of a college group this weekend. You know what he was dressed like? Like that Chinese communist piece of garbage. He was wearing one of those Mao things. Yep. Is there anything more you got to know about this scumbag? Now, I implore people. There was an op-ed page this weekend by Secretary Rubio, who we really, really, really like. I need everyone to read. Here's some major key points of what he talked about. He argued about the U.S. has overlooked the extremism, American counterterrorism, and growing danger. Then he criticized institutions for applying double standards. Rubio argues the media, academia, and major institutions have been willing to condemn right-wing violence while minimizing left-wing. He cites the 220 George Floyd riots. For example, Rubio pointed out to the widespread looting, rioting, destruction, assault, and some homicides. And then they talk about mostly peaceful violence. Get the hell out of here, burning places down. He says the far-left political violence is increasing worldwide. This is Rubio, your guy and my guy. Highlights the recent attacks we just saw in the news this morning in Greece, Germany, France, firebombings, infrastructure. He also argues history shows far-left terrorism is not new. Rubio references FARC, Peru, all these groups that are terrorists all over. He warns the U.S. is experiencing the rise in politically motivated attacks. He said attacks on immigration officers, police, public incidents is going on. He calls for a tougher response to political violence. He concludes that governments must stop ignoring the left-wing extremists. You know what it's all about? Law enforcement now is in America, and it's coming. And we know there's going to be something happening. Look at just yesterday. This is a soldier whose brain has been shriveled-dated by all this anti-ICE crap. And I tell you what, Rubio, I implore everyone to read his op-ed page. He's right on the money, Sid. Okay, now we got to get down to the biggest scumbag, number one. A lot of people don't know our mayor, Mondami, all of a sudden we're spending in excess of $4.3 billion on homeless shelters.
Right.
I did a little investigation on it.
Well, no, not just homeless shelters, on the homeless people in all, I think. Right, the shelters, right. Go ahead. You're right.
Okay, so all of a sudden you got a guy, Jack Brown, $1 million, Raul Russo, $900,000. These guys are making all kinds of money on these bullcrap. These are what they call, these are $4.5 billion. All they're doing is making money on these nonprofits. Nonprofits are where all of a sudden you had your friend Eric Adams, who I saw the other night, Casa Ciprian. He's been texting me every day since that night. He wants to talk to me. Eric, there was nothing to talk about with me. Your people, your band of thieves robbed this city, and so did you. Lose my number. Okay, now, here we go. Sid Rosenberg, you mentioned about the community leaders with this Braggs. BHRAG.
Yes.
This is another group that's getting money. Now all of a sudden, they awarded $200 million more from city shelters. At what point don't you realize these people are thieves? You got all these people who are under indictment, and all they're doing is giving them more and more. This is where Bruce Blakeman, my friend, the next governor of New York, from my lips to God's ears, has to go after Snaggle, Toot, Hochul. Adrian Adams allocated $445,000 when she was Speaker of the City Council discretionary funding to Braggs. Debbie Lewis, Governor Hochul's assistant, all of a sudden she has search warrants at her. Farrah Lewis allocated $72,000 in City Council discretionary funding to Braggs. Everybody's ripping and robbing. No one cares. And you know what? This is what New York is all about. We got to go after this. And right now in New York City, we have DSA Councilwoman Tiffany Caban. She made a statement. Subway violence is 1 in a million events. Shut up. Go take the train, you lying.
Oh, listen, she's the same bitch that actually years ago told people on her pamphlets when she was running to go physically attack the cops. She encouraged physical attacks on the cops.
And then shake and bake. Jumaane Williams, more police to the subway is a lazy response. Shut up, go shake. Go back to your house in Fort Hamilton. We have security guards. You shake and bake. You do nothing person. Then you have the DSA congressman, Brad Little Punk Blander. Ooh, he's on my list too. It's critical all New Yorkers feel safe on the subway. But adding more police to the MTA isn't the way forward. What is the way forward? Stealing money? Stop it. All I know is we got to go back at Mondami. You know, I've been looking into this. I talked to a couple of congressmen that we know. Mondami must be denaturalized because foreign communists can be blocked from becoming U.S. citizens under the immigration law, which I talk about every week, the 1954 Communist Control Act. Now we're looking at him. Mondami and his comrades have one goal. They don't care about DSA. That is the forefront of communism, and that's it. And all of a sudden, you got Mondami sitting in Rikers Island with these rapists, murderers, and all that, having kumbaya with them. There was rapists in there. One guy killed his girlfriend, and he's sitting there. Now he was telling them, don't worry, you'll be out of here soon. Yeah, they'll be calling all over the street. This scumbag wants to empty out Rikers. Where are you going to put him, Mondami? Why don't you put him over there in Gracie Mansion? All of a sudden, you got your friend there, the candidate Hernandez. He says $18.8 billion is stolen from this state. We need him to become the controller because this other jerk-off ain't doing nothing. And the city jerk-off, the state jerk-off ain't doing nothing. All I know is after Washington cut the Medicaid corruption. They cut $60 million. That's the beginning. There's more money being stolen. $13 billion in school contracts that are no bid contracts. This scumbag who's the chancellor, he's under investigation for no bid contract. This is what Mondami brings around him. The same as Eric Adams. You brought those thieves around. Now Mondami has these. But if you look at these DSA people, they look right out of Star Wars, Night of the Living Dead, talking about Star Wars. Tell your kids, they ought to see that new movie. You got to see it in IMAX. Very violent. I don't think it's for young kids. It's a good movie. I saw it at West Hampton Theater. I got a bigger TV in my bedroom. You can't see it without IMAX, but very, very violent. More important, we got to go right to nearly 865,000 New Yorkers are on welfare now. Mostly 30 years, the most since Mayor Lindsay. Public assistance skyrocketed to a record-breaking $2.7 billion. Some say migrants caused 55% increase since 2022. Cut to New York. This is Mondami's city. We'll give you. Then all of a sudden, Mondami's fighting Trump's new rule that denies green cards to immigrants who use public benefits. Why would we give them public? And this law about the Chinese coming here, throwing loads all over the place and having kids and they're citizens. If you ain't a citizen here and you have a baby, you don't get that right. The right is for Americans who have babies in America. They should become citizens, not these people that are factory babies. That's what they are. And now all of a sudden you've got Wall Street. My friends at Wall Street, look at the market. The market's taking a crapper again. All of a sudden, we're going to be paying higher interest rates. We owe about $125 billion. New York is on the eve of destruction. You are bankrupt in this city. You schmuck. 8 years you're a citizen of New York. Get out of my city. Mondami, get out of here.
Beautiful. There it is. That's why people love Bo Dietl every Tuesday morning, telling you the way it is. Scary numbers, and he's right. Everything he just said for the last 12 minutes was exactly right. Bo, I love you. You're right there with me. You're right, okay? So maybe you hate Mamdani as much as I do. Maybe more. I don't know. But I talk about him 20 hours a week. You do a great job every Tuesday morning. You really do, Bo. God bless you. You are the pulse, Bo Dietl of New York. I mean that. You're our guy. We love you.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?